Rolling. Rolling for the ghetto spokesman, man. I am the ghetto spokesman. I am your ghetto spokesman. It's Dre Danger. You know what I'm talking about? I told him, man, I told him, I'm your ghetto spokesman. Don't fuck with the broke man. He don't give a shit about you. It's all about him. I don't fuck with that nigga. I don't fuck with Kim. Sipping on tequila, salt and lime around the rim. I don't fuck with skinny blood. I don't wanna see him. Fuck that, fuck that. I'm all about my scratch. A hard act to follow, a hard act to catch. Rolling around town, you know we don't give a fuck. Fucking with my bus, 10 gangs, they hit you up. Nigga, you know what's up, it's the hog mob, nigga. Ruby red stones in my ear looking like blood. Emerald green rocks looking like a lucky charm. Crystal blue diamonds, man, that's beyond the norm. I'm above the average, I'm about my cabbage. That's why I say fuck that like a savage. Fuck that, 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 fuck you. I just had to say it. This song.
What's that right there, man?
That Gary Payton right there, blood.
Yeah.
That's him. The basketball player came with some dope.
For real.
I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but you know, I'm talking about, I'm about to crush that.
You know who this is, man. That's young Dre D, man. Start off, man, we gonna ask you, man, what city you from, man?
Man, I'm from Del Paso Heights, California, man.
Yeah.
Sac town up.
Can I
Nigga,
ask you?
sack up, nigga.
Can I ask you, bro? How was it, you know, growing up in the Heights?
Oh, well, it was good and bad. You know what I'm saying? I can't just say it was peachy. You know, we had some good times and a whole lot of bad times, but I try not to remember the bad times like that. You feel me?
Real talk.
I'm trying to live my best motherfucking life.
Any kind of stories you can kind of, just small stories you can kind of share with us to kind of get us familiar with the Heights and the people out there?
Well, it's a close-knit neighborhood, very family orientated. It seems like you're in another city when you're out there. You know what I mean? Right now, we're in CD Circle up in Midtown. And when you go to the Heights, it seems like, you know, something else. You feel what I'm saying? So you go see everything out there. It's different.
So Big Dre D, man, can we ask you, man, kind of how old was you when you first started rapping? And like, what got you into rapping?
Okay, I got you. Now, I was 15.
Woo, okay.
That's when I started.
15?
I started writing at 15. I had did, you know, I liked it that Paul Revere, because, you know, them white boys was, you know, no race. I ain't racist. But them white boys, they was gangster. They look what they did. They robbed the bar. They held up the bar. Not saying that's a good thing, but they did it. And then they took the sheriff's daughter and took her and fucked her with a wiffle ball bat. You know what I'm talking about? So I felt like, you know, I'm not gonna fuck no girl with no wiffle ball bat, but I knew they was gangster right then. I'm like, wait a minute,
that
these
was
motherfuckers.
Some of the first gangster rap.
Man, these white boys is hitting licks and shit. Riding through the desert, kicking up sand. So, you know, right there, you know, it started getting hard from there.
That kind of influenced you to start rapping?
Yeah, well, that was the first, what I did was I took Paul Revere, and I was just, I had smoked some weed, you know, and I lived with my cousin Gaynell, and I was sitting at the table, and I wrote the shit up entertaining myself. I wrote the shit over. I changed all the lyrics, but I kept the pattern the same. Okay. And so when I was spitting it, I sounded just like the Beastie Boys, but I changed the words. And it was completely exactly like they shit, but I changed every single word. And then I had rapped it to my cousin and them, and they was laughing, you feel me? They couldn't believe a little nigga had did that.
So growing up young, rapping in the Heights, can you kind of give us like some trials and tribulations that you kind of went through at the beginning stages of your career of, you know, just trying to get yourself going?
Learning and losing it, you know, losing and learning. How about that?
Okay.
Doing shit that a young nigga, you know, not having the actual knowledge, you know, even if I did, the people around me didn't. And so that right there, you know, could be something too. Not count them out, because I respect anybody that helps me in any way, form, or fashion. You feel me? Shouts out
Okay.
all the way. So at the same time, I still understand, you know, where the business mind state was at. And that part right there, they was thinking that being that I was so young, that I didn't know. You know what I mean? But I was telling them to do things, you know, like a young shot caller should, and they wasn't trying to listen to a nigga like that. You feel me? They was like, nigga, we way older than you, so we ain't, you don't know. Look, if y'all go read a book or something, you will know. I ain't lying. Shit, son of a bitch.
Real shit. Now, can we ask you, bro, so when was it when you first kind of got into the studio?
I got in the studio when I turned 18. I was in at the branch. I was with Marcus McCauley. He's from the Heights. Shouts out to Marcus McCauley. I always got to do it. And I was with the big homie. It was me, him, and is it? I can't remember his name. Short-term memory. But we had got high. Because Marcus McCauley always catch the tree. I don't know how he was getting it in, but he was smoking it with me every day. Then nigga, I was high one day and I started rapping without knowing that I wasn't paying attention to the fact that I was rapping out loud. And when they heard me rapping it, they was like, is that you? I was like, yeah. And they was like, nigga, we got to put that out. And then he went to the payphone and called Robert Brookins, and then I went from jail to the studio, just like that.
And then was that just doing some recording, or was that part of your first project?
That was it. Robert Brookins took me under his wing right quick and put me in the studio, and then Bumpin' T, which is my first producer ever, he was making the beats. He made Living in the Heights, and he made Gaffle and Top Notch. It was a 3-song thing I did. I paid my own money to get it done. You feel what I'm saying? So when I met Robert Brookins and all of them, I didn't come to them like, help me and shit. I came with my own money. I was already doing it. I wanted to do it for my own self from the beginning. But then some people heard what I was doing and got in on it. It was like, let me help you. And I should have said no. But I said yeah. And, you know, shit didn't go how it should have been. But, hey, it is what it is. I don't trip. I'm just, you know, I'm just glad it happened. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
So you said Ballin' in the Heights, so that was the first project right there? When did that come out?
That came out in 90, I think 3.
Okay. So Sac Pioneer.
It was tapes. It wasn't no CDs out yet.
Oh yeah, so we got a Sac Pioneer, y'all, for those who don't know.
They call me shit like that.
Man, how was it in Sacramento during that time, being one of the first artists to drop and stuff? What was the movement like in Sac with you and that project?
It was crazy because I didn't expect the response that I got, the street response. You know, I didn't expect that and wasn't tripping on it. It's just that when somehow with no promotion, the day that it came out, the day I got the boxes and boxes of tapes, I went up to Norm's Liquor over there on Marysville, and then when I opened the trunk, man, everybody ran to it and spent their money. Shouts out to the hood for that. It was the best feeling I ever had. Oh, my mama.
So how was like the Sac industry around that time?
What was good. Going on? It was good because it was easy to sell music from underground, you know, because it was so open. There wasn't that many rappers like it is now. Like now it's like what, 1 million or 2 million or maybe 3 or 4 million, maybe even more, like 10 million rappers. You feel me? Like let's think deeply. Let's go to the internet. So it's at least 10 million rappers, man. There's motherfuckers with money that we never ever heard of. They bred it out. But back then you had to get out and promote, you know what I'm saying, with your flyers and your posters and all the shit. Autograph sign, you got to do that. Get your vinyl and all the shit for the DJs and all the shit like that. Now it's a little bit harder, but a little bit easier for them to.
It's easier to kind of put your music together now. Back then, you had to really get into a real studio. You had to really press up. You had to really put some money into it.
It's harder for me because I never seen it coming like that. I should have known.
So within the industry, you know, it seems like in the rap industry, there'd be a lot of beef and stuff going on. Has Dre D ever had any beef with any rap artists or anything like that before?
I never had no beef with a rap artist. in Sacramento, except for one dude I had a little, issue with, Gangsta Dre. That's it.
Okay.
But me and him, we grew up and we squashed that shit. That's my partner. I wish him the best of luck in his life. He's a good guy.
Sax stuff. What was the issue between you and Gangsta Dre?
Well, my cousin Chimp had brought him over to my house. I stayed in Citrus Heights. This was around the troubled mind time. And he had came over, he was 15. I remember that. I was 24, somewhere around like that. And then he had came to my house, and my cousin was gonna put him out. And then when he came in my house, he was rapping to me and shit, and I liked it, you know what I mean? He was doing this song called Doing About $1.50 and shit like that. He sounded like E40 and shit like that. So I took him to the studio, and me and with Nate the Great, because that's around the time I met Nate the Great. And so we went to the studio and we took Gangsta Dre with us and my cousin Chimp. Shouts out to Chimp. And his motherfucking ass, we did a song and he took the song and he took it and he went and took the hook and took the title and made his own song out of our song.
Oh, wow.
You know, it was my shit. And so I didn't really trip like that. It wasn't nothing to me, but he took two songs though. It was called I Do My Dirt All By My Lonely, and then the other one was called Battlefield. He stole the hooks and the title to those two songs. And so we kind of got at it and shit, and then after that, cause I lay low and shit. I'm a smooth, quiet type nigga, but I never hide in that. It's just that, I wasn't really tripping off little blood like that. My partners were. They were the ones that was mad. It was like, no, Dre, you don't do that because niggas be, that's what niggas stealing shit. I was like, man, I wasn't even thinking that I would be getting bit in the first place. So to get bit, I took it kind of like an honor. I ain't lying. I was kind of happy he did. I ain't gonna lie.
So it just kind of stayed right there with the rap and never spilled over to the streets. And
oh no, it's still to the streets.
Oh, okay.
But he ended up coming to my label.
Okay.
He ended up coming to Cali E, and that's when he realized that he had, you know what I mean? So
it was pretty much resolved and pretty quick, pretty cool.
Well, it wasn't like that. I wanted to, get on him, but the essays, they was like, no, man, don't. That's our partner putting him out. Let him get. I said, well, let him get his money then, man. Y'all just, you know what I'm saying? Because I had never planned on squashing nothing. I'm not the squash type nigga. I'm like, man, it is what it is. If you got something, against me or you did something to me, what is there to squash? But I went to church. We got older. I went to Calvary Christian Center. And I'm sitting in there with my wife at that time, and I had, shouts out to Sonia, and I had, was looking at the stage and I seen two dudes up there and they was doing a play. And they was acting and rapping and doing shit, and then one of them said, I tricked you, they was in hell. They had ended up in hell on stage. And then I looked harder and harder, a little bit harder, and it was Gangsta Dre.
Oh wow! And
I was proud of him. And when he got off stage, I didn't think he'd seen me, but he did. And he came over to me and he was like, "Man, I'm glad. I apologize for how our careers went and things like that." But he said, "But God said that you can be forgiven. You can be forgiven." And I was like, well, then I forgive you, bro. And we hugged, and then he went back to doing what he do, and I went and do what I do, but it was squash. I asked him, did he want to do a song with me? He said, nah, he don't rap no more. Okay. So I had to respect that.
So that's what happened with
shouts out to Gangsta Dre.
He got into the church.
That's right.
Okay, God bless. Okay.
Man, that's what he did.
That's what's up.
That's
I was wondering what happened to Dre, because Gangsta Dre, a lot of people, talk about it and ask, when
man, you don't know what a nigga gonna do in his future. You don't know what a nigga got planned. That's the thing. Don't be judging people, thinking you know shit.
Real talk.
Nigga don't be knowing shit.
Now with that, I kind of want to go into like how many projects has Dre D actually put out, man?
Ooh, I done put out 7 projects. Moving kind of slow.
Okay.
But I'm getting ready to drop another one next month. Clear and Present Danger. It's raw.
Okay. Now with that asking, can I ask what are some of the artists that you've got a chance to work with from SAC or out of town or whatever?
You talking about like throughout?
Yeah,
Oh
some,
shit!
you know,
Shout
some
out
of
to
the,
Mac Dre, rest in peace, man.
Got to do a song with Mac, okay?
I did a song with Mac. Cool Nut, rest in peace. That was my partner, my brother. Scarier. Shout out to Scarier. Homicide. Keep the Sneak. Shouts out. Fan Quinn. Shout out to Quinn. Work Dirty from the beat. Stewie, you know, Stewie Ooey song. E40's nephew.
Started off out the song too, I respect it.
Real niggas, man. And then, you know, my niggas. T-Nutty, Bowlegs. You know, I got so many real niggas out here. Yeah, J-Mac. You got Maul B, motherfucking BJM. You got Sue. We can just keep going. TP from the P. TP and GP. We here. Hollow Tip. You got, man, niggas that I fucked with, man. You know what I mean?
Man, that's real tough. So you got you a nice little catalog.
Man, then you got my few niggas too. Root Dog. You know, I go way back with it, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's a whole lot of niggas, man. I fuck with all niggas. All my niggas. I've been blessed. I got a whole lot of friends and a whole lot of real niggas from every fucking hood out here, man. This is real shit. I'm not lying.
Yeah. Putting out them 7 projects and working with a lot of artists and being the pioneer that you are, can you share any trials and tribulations that you went through within the industry, you know, once you got into it?
Yeah. Like, I found out after it was too late that somebody turned down like $4 million because they only wanted me. I found that out. So that was something that I missed out on, and it kind of hurt me.
Man.
It kind of hurt me. They could have gave me my bread, but you know, niggas be balling blocking, man. Hating this shit. You know, trying to smile in your face, acting like your partner, but then to fuck off a lifetime decision for you without you even knowing, see?
Wow.
That's the reason why I'm like I am right now. I'd rather just be
independent.
Yep, and deal with the ups and downs of however the shit go and keep doing it when I want to do it without being no hoe, and don't let nobody make no motherfucking decisions for you who ain't gonna be 100 with it, man. That's real talk.
So your tribulation of that was just a learning lesson in order to stay independent?
And see, I knew I was gonna do longevity. See, I said it. A lot of niggas is gonna quit. They're gonna tap out, but not the dizzle. I'm gonna keep it cracking. I don't give a fuck. Hey, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put out some niggas, some real niggas, which I put out some niggas before. Shout out to the Swift team. Shout out to Sleep. You know, 3LE. Lil Dre D, all kind of motherfuckers, but T-Nutty, all these niggas I put in a position to show off. You feel what I'm saying? And they take it and go hard like they do. And so at the same time, I'm gonna do it again. And when I do it, this time when I do it, when I'm gonna do it under a certain umbrella. But when I do it, the way I'm gonna do it is when the bread comes, everybody gonna get treated fairly and right. And that's a fact. I'm not gonna never, ever shortchange a nigga. Period. I don't owe nobody in my life.
What's the last project you put out?
The last project I put out was Gossip.
Okay.
Gossip. Yep, the next one is Clear and Present Danger.
So that's my next question. So your future project is, what's it called?
Clear and Present Danger.
Okay, when should we expect that?
Let me see, what is it right now? Like in about a month and a half.
Okay.
I got like
early 2021.
I gotta knock out like 6 or 7 more songs right quick. And then when I do that, I'll be done. See, one thing about me, I wouldn't even have kept rapping if I didn't feel like I got better, man. I ain't trying to. But man, if a motherfucker listen to me, he'll see that this shit right here, man, I can't even escape it, bro. I gotta say this shit, man. This shit is real, bro.
That's real talk, too.
I ain't playing.
I know exactly what to do about it. Every time I see the news, another brother been killed. Turn the channel, white lady, spinning lottery with me. Hey, what's the deal? All I'm good for is the killing fields. I'm trying to keep my family fed. You want to keep it real.
Dre D, can you tell the people, man, like, you know, where can they find your music if they want to, you know, check you out?
Well, my distribution is Urban Life, Bayside. So I'm in like 400 or 500 different stores, you know what I mean? And then I'm overseas in Germany, I'm overseas in Japan, shit like that. So iTunes and anything you go on, basically any platform you go on, you're gonna find me.
So you're on all the digital platforms?
Asking for me, yeah.
Okay, you're on all the digital platforms under Dre D?
Because that's where it's at. Motherfuckers ain't
You will see the tags on there, everybody. I will post those up for you on the video.
Sir.
You'll see the where to go to check them out. So can we ask, man, any like last words you want to get to people, man? Anything that we missed out? Anything you want to tell them that we didn't get to cover yet?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Man, look, if you got something that you want to do, man, when you around whoever you have around, because you got to watch out, man. They come in from so many different directions and angles. You don't know who the motherfucker is. They're smiling and acting like they want to help you, but they really don't. So what you do is you just go with your first mind, stay humble, and man, go hard. Don't let nobody tell you what you ain't gonna do.
That's real.
That's on God.
Man. Hey, this is Dre D, y'all. Pioneer, Sacramento, man. We want to give you your flowers. We want to give you your props, man. Let you know that we proud of you, man, and everything that you done did for the city, man, and all the moves you done made, you know. So that's why we wanted to get this interview of you, man, on Nico Vision Media, man. So we appreciate you, man. God bless you, man, and keep pushing, man. For real, for real.
That.
Yes,
to all
sir.
my Bloods and Crips and everybody that, whoever is, whatever. Man, shouts out to whatever you got going on that's gonna feed them kids, man. Real talk.
Real shit.
For what you do.
Get it.
That's that West Coast.
Woke up one morning ready to make some cash. Put on my sweatsuit, gloves, and my ski mask. Hopped in the car that I stole last night. A brown Pontiac that was oh so tight. Walked around the corner, then I ran to the scene. Pulled my mask down, then I started to scream. Nobody moves, nobody gets done dealt, and I don't wanna kill, I just want some skrill. What's up, partner? What you gonna do? You gonna die or give up to lose? I know about all that bread in the closet. Nigga, welcome to Doug's Fargo, it's time to make a deposit. I need it, and I need it real big. I'm drunk and weeded, and I will split your wig. All about my fatty, I don't give a fuck. I hope you're ready to die, if not, give it up.
Game twisted, my folks is real about this business, relentless. Until we finished off in the game, you can't pretend it. Down to win it like it's the OJK. Got life to face, your life erased. Smoking weed, text me right to a play. Don't get this game twisted. My folks is real about this business, relentless. Until we finished off in the game, you can't pretend it. Down to win it like it's the OJK. Got life to face, no life erased. Smoking weed, text me right to a place.
Shit's crazy. I woke up and my shout-out was talking to me. Passed me a vest and some ammo, then an all-black Uzi said go to war. I never looked back, I just closed the door. Not giving a shit about Nathan, nothing no more. Not even whores or money, all that's in the past. I just wanna have buses running, all of them falling fast. Crawling in the grass, hauling that ass. Because when the ambulance get there last, you will be a thing of the past. I rest my case, won't continue to stress my case. Test my case, I have motherfuckers you don't know, nigga, all in your face. Spraying more than mace, I'm all over the place. Me and the hog mob in California entertainment. Boy, we doing it, chopping, lumin' it. Suckers, I never ruin it, laggers blew it. Still some of my ideas and we suing shit, I'm off balance. You'll never understand my talents. When I smile, I'm frowning, that's why I'm always frowning. I make you think, make me mad, I make you reek. Missing for weeks, when we mob, crews become extinct. Listen, think I hear a hater's heart beating. Let's have a meeting and see which one of us is retreating.
Nigga, don't get your game twisted.